Welcome guys. Today we're going to take on one of the biggest obstacles in education. This really is going up Everest on steroids for some kids. It's massive. We're going to take on blending. There's probably no bigger obstacle in early phonics than blending for many kids. A lot of them just get stuck. They learn lots of sounds, but they don't know what to do with them because they can't blend. So in this video, I'm going to give you my 5 ultimate games to get children pumped up, motivated, inspired, wanting to blend, and then finally blending. Plus, at the end of the video, you can help me cross a treacherous river, and you don't want to miss out on that. So this is Early Impact. Let's go. Game number 1 is the Grumpy Cat game. I need to introduce you to my miserable mate for game number 1, and it's this guy, the Grumpy Cat. Literally the most grumpy and angry cat in the world. As long as you can find some kind of toy, ideally a toy that looks a bit miserable or angry or sad, great, that'll work fantastic. The idea of the Grumpy Cat game, the children stand up, and the Grumpy Cat is always in a terrible mood. He's in a really, really bad mood, and he gives orders, but he gives them in sound talk. You give an order, but one word will be split up into sounds, a bit like this. Put your finger on your head. So hopefully the children can hear that's on the head. Put your finger on your hips. Your hips. Put your finger on your nose. On your nose. Just a very simple game. Get them all standing up, having a go of these actions, and just having something like a cat or a grumpy monkey or whatever you've got, grumpy bulldog. Great. It just brings it to life. The children ask for this guy again and again, and that is what you want. A quick 20-second explainer now, just in case you got to this point of the video but don't actually know what blending is. Blending is basically when you have sounds in a word separated into the component sounds. So it's a bit like the word cat would be k, a, t, cat, or pig would be p, I, g, pig. It's literally putting the sounds back together to make a word. You hear s, o, k, and you put them together in your mind to make the word sock. It's a crucial part of early reading because when you're sounding out words, if you can't put them back together again, you've got no idea what the word says. And following on nicely, this is probably my ultimate favourite blending game, and I would definitely do this one and really prioritise it because I've seen the best results using this game. All you need is some kind of puppet. It could be anything. It could be a teddy or a little finger puppet. I've got this big monkey that I actually saved from a skip. So what you do for this game is the puppet is going to help you make a story up. But in every sentence of the story, you're going to split up one word into what we call sound talk, where you just split a word into its component phonemes, into its sounds. So, for example, Mark the monkey might say something like, today he went to the park. Where did he go? And hopefully some child can hear that he's gone to the park. In the park there was a pond, and on the pond there was a duck. What could it be? And hopefully some child will hear that it's the word duck. When I do this, I normally do the word quite quick to start off, especially when you're starting off with blending. You have like a group of children or whatever. Do the word pretty quick, go a bit like, on the pond, there was a duck. Just so it almost sounds like the word duck. Because the more chance and the more sort of hope you can give them, the better it will work. So just as simple as that, break up some words into their component phonemes, and it just gives children a chance and a clue and a bit of a story to try and work out what blending is all about. If you're liking these games so far, then please do hit the button that says like. Hit that button, that would really, really help me out. Thank you so much. The next game has got a baby in, and that is a bonus because baby's one of the most exciting things known to man for many kids, and so if you get a baby into a game, great. Also got some clothes. Got a sock, a hat, and a coat. There's a little chant that goes with this game, and if you can get any chants into any of these games or songs, it really does bring it to life and get everyone even more interested. So the song goes like this. Dress the baby, dress the baby. Absolute classic. Get them all singing that. Then you want one lucky volunteer to come out and they're going to put some clothes on the baby. To start with, I'd do a bit of sounding out to practice. I'd say some of these in sound talk and blend them. A bit like the word sock, a bit like s-o-k, sock, s-o-k, sock. Do a bit of that, splitting up into robot talk and then put it back together. And then to the lucky child that's come up, you say something like, right, can you please put onto the baby the hat? Which one is it? That's right, it's the hat. Can you please put on the sock? That's right, it's the sock. And it's as simple as that. With older ones that are starting to write words, you can write the words on whiteboards as someone's putting the objects on the baby. This is a great game for just giving them a clue because there's only a few objects, there's only a few options of what the word could be, and lots of repetition really helps them with the blending side of things. Also, this is a great game for them to play by themselves. Lots of children want to do this. They want to take the baby off and play by themselves with this game with a small group, and that is all good. They want to see the baby, and that is what you want. Next game is Feed the Monkey, an absolute classic. One of the beauties of phonics is you can definitely invent your own games. I would definitely recommend being as creative as you can. Pretty much all you need to invent a game, a blending game, is some kind of toy, a few simple objects that you can sound out, 3-letter word kind of stuff, and some kind of context as well. And I would use something the children are interested in. If they love the Hulk, for example, use the Hulk. The Hulk is going shopping. What does the Hulk want to buy? Or if they love unicorns, for example, have a unicorn. The unicorn is going to a party. What does she want to take? Have some objects you can take to a party. Anything like that, just very simply, you can invent your own game. Here's a game I've totally invented just to demonstrate this point. It's called Feed the Monkey. Monkey is going to go on a picnic. So we've got a picnic hamper, and we got some simple things the monkey might want to take. For example, we've got a cup, a cake, and a jug. Do a bit of practice sounding out to start with. For example, jug, a bit like j o g, jug, j o g, jug. Do a bit of that to warm them up. You can't go wrong with a bit of that. And then you just say things like, right, the monkey wants to take the k o p. Which one is it? That's right, it's the cup. And it goes. He wants to take the k a k. Which could it be? It's the cake. Simple as that. Once again, the older ones can write them on whiteboards or something potentially, but it's mostly a verbal game. In all these games, it's really a verbal thing. It's getting them listening to the sounds, and just using puppets and simple things like this just really brings it to life. I should say, guys, if you're enjoying these games, there's a whole load more in a free training that I've put together. The link is under this video. And it's a free training of at least 25 exciting phonics games covering all the aspects of early phonics. There's lots of exciting listening games, segmenting, blending, alliteration, all that kind of stuff. Loads of free games for you to try out. Link under the video. It'd be great to see you there. Right, guys, final game. This is a big one. We're going to cross the treacherous river. So, drum roll, please. Here is the river. It's a bit of a fake river. All you need is just some kind of piece of material or cloth or something. A blue one would be good, but not essential. And what you do, circle game this one. The children sit in a circle, put the fake river in the middle, and you need 3 lucky volunteers, 3 people that would like to come up and stand on one side of the river. Those 3 people that come up, they stand on one side of the river, they each have an object. It's a CVC object. It's got a 3-letter word that's nice and simple to sound out. For example, dog, or we have tin, or hat. And what I would do as a group, I would sound out the words first, give them a fighting chance of what's going on. So for example, if it's dog, everyone goes a bit like d-o-g, dog, d-o-g, dog. Do lots of that. The more of that you can do to warm up, the better will give them a fighting chance. And there's a song, this really brings it to life. The song goes to the music of She'll Be Going Around the Mountain, but the words are, you'll be crossing the river when it blends. So you'll sing the song, you'll clap your hands, really get into it, really go for it, and then you say something like, right, if you are holding the d-o-g, jump in the river. And hopefully the person with the dog will jump over. And after they've jumped over, do lots of chanting as well, go a bit like d-o-g, dog, d-o-g, dog, do lots of that. And the tin person jumps over, you do all the kind of t-e-n-ten, t-e-n-ten. So a very exciting game, absolute classic this one. You can play it in lots of different ways. Great for things like numbers, where they hold numbers and you say number 7 jump over, or great for tricky words or sight words and all that kind of stuff, but really, really good for blending. Teaching blending is always going to be tricky, but at least if you're using inspirational and motivational games, it gives you a fighting chance. So the more songs and puppets and games and all that kind of stuff you can use, that is the way to go. Another tricky skill that quite a lot of people find challenging is teaching sight words or tricky words. Luckily, I've got a video all about that as well, my best inspirational games for teaching sight words. So if you want to have a look at that, check that out. It'll be popping up on the screen somewhere around here. I look forward to seeing you on that video, guys.